We mentioned Georgia scored first against Ole Miss in that loss. They've had 6 SEC games since then and have only scored first once. That was 2 weeks ago against Kentucky. Saturday against Auburn, the Tigers went up 10-0 and were inches away from making it 17-0 before that game-changing fumble late in the first half. Despite the slow starts, they've won 5 of the 7 games you see right here on this graphic. Death taxes in Georgia football with slow starts, man. Why do we keep talking about this issue, Jay?
Because it keeps showing up. Good buddies of mine all throughout the week, like, hey, let's tell Kirby to tell the guys the game actually starts at 3 o'clock today instead of 3:30, and then maybe we will finally start fast. And he's exactly right. And then also going back to the game from last year about this Kirby telling his team this is not a revenge game. And I agree with that, because these are not the same 2 football teams, right? Yeah. Both teams don't have their quarterbacks from last year. A ton of guys on each team have left for the NFL draft. These are 2 brand new football teams and 2 really good football teams.
Yeah, and when you look at that, you talk about the guys that leave year in and year out. We know there's going to be talent that goes to the NFL, that transfers out. One of the biggest things is building that year-to-year camaraderie, that year-to-year leadership that establishes that trust that leads to the fast starts, right? A big part of that is who's going to be that field general that's out there, that's making the pre-snap adjustments and making sure that everybody is staying in alignment and making sure that they're making the plays they need to make, so there's not a long drive at the beginning of the game. So that's something when I look at the defense, I'm not really seeing that. They're making plays. C.J. Allen is doing his thing, railing out Wilson, doing great, but nobody's out there really commanding. It can't just be Kirby and Schumann who are driving the ship.
Sure. I mean, I disagree, guys, when you talk about these teams not really thinking about the last couple of years and how this matchup has gone, because when you get the field rushed on you, you don't forget. And that's exactly what happened to Georgia last year. And I'll tell you what, Ole Miss last year did not forget what happened in 2023 when Georgia pounded the Rebels 52-17 back in 2023. They returned the favor last year. Now you've got the rubber match here in Athens. But when you talk about starting slow, it's an alarming trend, right? And the thing that happens there is that guys start to believe that's what's going to happen. And then when that does happen, you're just behind the 8 ball. You've got to go out there and chase, and it really just changes the entire complexion of your game plan and their urgency to execute. Georgia has got to execute fast today, because this Ole Miss offense, guys, can hit you in a million different ways. Trinidad Chambliss is an absolute stud at quarterback. Keelan Lacey is a horse at running back, and they've got threats on the perimeter. Lane Kiffin's going to try to use it all. He knows that he has every opportunity to get a fast start and put the Dogs in a bad situation to start.
Yeah, slow starts or not, the Dogs are in the thick of the SEC.